How's it going? This is Steve. I'm going to talk more about banjo, and I assume you've been practicing your basic frailing strum. So you strike the string, strum it, and you pop off with your thumb off that fifth string, and it should sound. And you want to practice hitting different strings with that middle fingernail and a downward stroke. So I'm hitting second, third, second, third, first, second, third, fourth, third, second, first. And if you keep practicing it, you can play it real fast. Now we're going to talk a little bit about this hand. Now, banjo's tuned in open G. I'm not going to play any other chords today, just open G, and we're going to play notes that are in the key of G. I'm not going to talk about what the notes are, I'm just going to focus on where you put your fingers on the neck. So, kind of zoom in a little bit here. On that first string, you can play open, you can go second fret, fourth, and fifth. So once again, open, second, fourth, fifth. The second string's a little different. It's open, first, third, then fifth. And on the third string, it's going to be open, second, third, and fifth. Some of the notes overlap. Don't worry about that. And then on the fourth string, it's going to be open, second, fourth, fifth. So once again, on the first string, it's open, second, fourth, fifth. The second string is open, first, third, and fifth. Honestly, Google it. You'll find nice, you'll find nice scale patterns in open G on a banjo. There's a million of them out there. But really, all you want to do is get a good visual where the notes land. I mean, if you want to pause the video, go do that. Just kind of memorize where they are and put little sticky circles underneath, under the string if it helps you while you're memorizing. But for the key of G, it's pretty much, and then if you want to run up the scale, you can go. And you keep these come in handy when you're doing slides. So I'm going to talk about hammer-ons, right? So you got your third string on that second fret, right? So I'm going to take it, strike the third string, and do a hammer-on. Just practice that. Just get a nice solid attack. The flat of your tip of your finger just nicely hitting the wood right there. You do that on the second string, first fret. Do it on the first string, second fret. And then the fourth string. And you can do that hammer on anywhere on those notes I just showed you. So it could be. You can either just strike them, or you can do hammer-ons. Now if you mix those hammer-ons with your frail, right? On the third string, I'm going to do a hammer-on. Now already that sounds a million times better than what we were doing when we were just doing the boring by itself. Just a little hammer-on. I switch to the second string. Third string. 4th string. Now I'm going to do a different kind of dynamic. This is called a pull-off. And that's where you have your finger down on the 2nd fret, 1st string, and you strike the string, and then you pull off. But you pull off in a way that it makes noise. A little harder than the hammer-on. You can do them together. Let's do pull-offs while I'm frailing at the same time. Now I'm going to mix the hammer-ons and the pull-offs together. Now I'm going to really mix it up. I'm going to add slides. And remember, I'm sliding from one of the notes that's in your G scale to another note that's in your G scale. And as long as I land on any of the notes in the G scale, it'll work. Mix those hammer-ons together with your slides. Now you do that with your pull-offs. Do that on any string, as long as it's on those notes where the G chord lives, or G scale lives. And you can do that on all 4 strings, doing hammer-ons, pull-offs, or slides, as long as it's on those notes. Now, if you're not used to hearing a lot of fancy banjo playing, that might have sounded really complex, but again, it's just those hammer-ons. Pull-offs. Hammer-ons, pull-offs. Hammer-ons, slides, pull-offs. You're just taking those techniques and you're weaving them all together. And you can do hammer-ons and pull-offs from one string to the next. So you can hammer on that 2nd string, and you can do hammer on the 3rd string. You can pull off on the 2nd string and hammer on the 3rd string. And you can strike the 2nd string but hammer on the 3rd string, and that's a phantom hammer-on. A phantom hammer-on. So I'm striking the 2nd string and I'm hammering on the 3rd string, as opposed to striking the 3rd string. I'm going to strike the 2nd string, and I can alternate 3rd, 2nd, 3rd, 2nd. And you can doing there, those are called quarter note runs. Basically, I'm doing nothing. I'm just striking without the frailing. I'm just going 1, 2. And a quarter note run can go on as long as you want. I could go that with my Hammerons, pull-off, and slides. Alright, and I'm going to finish out just putting it all together and making a big old mess of sound. This is not a song that I wrote in advance. This is probably stolen from 100 different songs all put together, but it's really just those little dynamics that are pieced together to make a rhythm, or a melody. I'll do more videos where I break it down and slow it down, and I'll focus on little pieces at a time. But I kind of want to give you a taste of all of it together, you know, because that's sort of the thing that motivated me to play banjo, is hearing a recording, you know, some of that old time stuff, and just wanting to be able to make that sound, and then having some really good teachers break it down for me. So I hope that if it doesn't help, I hope it inspires a little bit. There are a gazillion videos out there that'll probably break it down better than I can, but just wanted to share a little bit more.